Hello, so are you one of those who are really into self improvement and everything related to motivation and new habits? And you see tons and tons of videos on YouTube, but still you are unable to improve yourself, implement a new habit, or lack in some sort of discipline or sincerity. And despite watching tons and tons of videos, you are at the same place where you were before without any improvement. You just see a video and then you forget about it. So if yes, and if you really want to improve yourself in the year 2024, this video is gonna be about rebranding and reinventing yourself in the year 2024. Hello, if you're new to this channel, my name is Simran Jain and welcome or welcome back to my channel. I make videos related to productivity, UK, study, and lots and lots of different things. So I do make vlogs, I do chat a lot, so stick till the end because these learnings are literally from what I have experienced, what I have learned with my experiences, and this has been accumulated by seeing tons and tons of videos, improvising on it, and I'm sure if you're gonna watch it till the end, you are gonna have a deep contemplation session with yourself, and you're gonna really improve in each and every sector of your life. So when I use a word rebrand or reinvent, what do I actually mean? So, by rebrand yourself or reinvent yourself, there is not a conventional way of looking at people that a person should wake up early in the morning, he should do exercise, he should journal, blah 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 blah. It is not a very conventional way of looking at yourself, and there is nothing like an ideal person and ideal habits. We all are very different, and by rebranding and reinventing yourself, I totally mean of how you as a person want to see yourself in future. So we always have different people have different opinions about an ideal person of whom he or she praises, or how he or she gets inspired by, how they want to become. So by rebranding and reinventing yourself, I actually mean of becoming the person that you think that inspires you the most, whom you want to become, whose value are more promising to you. It can be that person can have any habits, but that should be your ideal self, that you think that I am the most ideal when I have less anger issues, I have more control on my anxiety, I have good power on my finance, I'm financially very strong, and I have been able to take more good decision, more better decision in terms of finance, or else I'm very independent to go here and there, or to travel, or to buy something, or it can be like literally anything from exercise to taking your own decision by your own self. So that is what we mean by rebranding and reinventing yourself, of becoming your ideal self whom you get inspired by, and whose value makes you the most authentic, and a person who you wanna be in future, a person who you look up to, and who you always wanted to become one. First thing first, how do you decide that how is that person? So not all of us always have a good and a clear picture of how you want to become, or what your ideal person should look like, or what in your opinion are the habits of me being an ideal person I should possess. So we don't always have an idea, a clear picture of how we want to become in life. So it is really important to know the ground truth firstly. To rebrand or to reinvent yourself, it is really important to know two things. Firstly, what's your ground truth is, what type of person you actually are, and secondly, what you want to become. How can you know both of this? Is by deep contemplation and spending time with yourself, knowing each and everything without lying to yourself, of how you are, what you like, what you dislike, how, like, what sort of friends you like to surround yourself with, how you deal with money, how you actually want to deal with money, what sort of financial knowledge you have, what sort of financial knowledge you want to gain, how is your physical condition right now, health condition, you see yourself in an ideal condition, and like lots and lots of different things. What are your food habits, what you actually want in your future self. So these are the two things that you should have a very clear picture about, of what you are and what you want to become, what's the ideal man. So let's just call this an ideal person for the time being, whom you want to become, and who is your ideal according to you and your and the values that suits you. So that's first thing first. A deep contemplation period, it can take 1 day, it can take 2 days, but bear in mind it includes literally everything, every aspect of life, of from how you spend your morning to how you spend your night, what sort of people you surrounded, what's your thinking, how much positive and how much negative you are in any particular situation, how you manifest things, for example, how lucky or unlucky or. This is very important because when you are rebranding and reinventing yourself in this new person, you are gonna let go of all the thoughts you have about your previous self. So for example, if you are very used to talk, or if you are used to talk really negative about yourself, oh, I'm not very lucky with games, or else, oh, I'm not very lucky with this thing or that thing, then you can't be the ideal person. So knowing both the things is really important, because whatever it is, you're gonna let go of. And that brings me to the second point, that once the deep contemplation is done of what you are, what you want to become, you are gonna completely let go of what your true self is. By completely letting go of my true self, what I mean is, if I have some negative thoughts about myself, that is actually like holding me back to be this person. So there are a lot of people, I'll give you a very small and a easy to understand example. There are a lot of people who wants to wake up early in the morning, who wants to have the habit of waking up early, but when they meet other people, they have this constant thing on their mouth, that is, oh, I'm not a morning person, I can't wake up early. But still, in back in the head, or like in actual life, they're trying to wake up early, but still, when they will meet their friends or a group of people, or when they are sitting by themselves as well, they will talk as if, oh, I'm not a morning person, I can't wake up early, or else, oh, I'm not good with finances, or else I'm not very lucky with money game, or else, I can't manifest things very easily, things don't come to me very easily, etc, etc. So to be this ideal person, and what we are actually planning to become, the first step is to let go of all the negative experiences, thoughts, or else anything negative or positive that's holding you back from becoming this person. You have to let go of everything. Yes, I'm very good with exercise, I can be one. So whatever the ideal person is, you have to embody yourself in you. So I'm not saying you to pretend one, to pretend the ideal person, because there is a difference between pretending someone and embodying someone. So I have seen this one YouTube channel, this one YouTube video in which she has explained it so beautifully. But she has given an example of an actor, I remember. So if there is a good actor on a TV screen, you can easily say that that person has embodied the character that he's playing. And if it is a bad actor, that person is pretending to be the person whom he is acting. So embodying is not pretending. When you embody your character, it comes from within, whereas when you are pretending, you're just like pretending it really hard to become something. But when you embody, it's in your blood, it's in your body, everywhere, that I am this person. I am a person who is lucky. I am a person who can wake up early. I am a person who has control over thoughts and mind, and I'm a person who literally like takes all the positivity. So to let go of all the negative thoughts and to embody yourself, your ideal self, is really important. First thing first, to bring a change. And that brings me to another point of how and why sometimes we are unable to change ourselves. So many times I have seen that whenever we want to progress in life, or whenever we want to make certain changes, first few people who will hold us back will be our loved ones, our family members, our best of friends, or people whom we surround ourselves with. And that's the reason why they do it, and the major reason being that you have been with them from ages and they know you inside and out. They know your experiences, they know what you went through, they know everything about you, and they know your repetitive habits. But what they don't know is this time you really want to change. So let's suppose, I'll give you my example of I was talking something of how I want to change and get a positive mindset, and one of my friend or family member, I don't want to name, and they went through, you can't, you have been always a very negative person. And those are the people who try to pull you down by saying, oh, you have always been like this, you can't do this, or else you have always been negative, or you have always like something, because they have seen your experiences. So my answer to that was, I didn't answer them. I continued embodying myself as a positive person. So that's how you overcome with this. Of course, if your family and friends are very close, of which in most of the cases they will be, you can explain them what you're trying to do, of you are embodying a ideal self and you actually want to change. And over the time, when you will show your result to them, when everyone's talking or bitching, and you go on with something positive about that person, and or else over the time when everyone chooses something unhealthy to eat, you choose something healthy to eat in each and every function of yours, they will forget it. They will forget what you were, and they will remember what you are. So, a simple answer of when a family, friend, or someone very close to you stops you from changing will be having a consistency in embodying yourself with of your ideal self, and keep it so consistent, be very consistent with it, that it now becomes your actual personality. So if they will see an very good results, and they will see how you have changed over a period of time, they will forget of what you were, and now the new perception of you will be how your actual self is. So basically, you have to literally delete everything from your mind, like have a very good image and a very clear picture of what you want to become, be very consistent with it, and then people around you will also like bear in mind that now you are a new person. So when you shift your identity, of how we are shifting our identity right now, our habits automatically changes. I know there can be other way around as well, that how we change habits, but that's relatively a longer process that works, but it is relatively a longer process. For example, I want to wake up early, so I'll wake up for 30 days early in the morning, or else I'll wake up early till the time it's in my routine and it's in my subconscious mind, and it comes with a lot of ease in myself, and now it is a part of my personality that, oh, I wake up early. I don't say people now I don't wake up early. That's just an ideal condition I'm talking about. But we can reverse the process, and now you are gonna go like, oh, I wake up early. You are not gonna say negative about yourself that I can't wake up early or I struggle to wake up early. You're gonna be like, oh, I can wake up early, oh, I do wake up early, and you like then start forming habit. When you have an identity with yourself, it is very easy to form new habits, and when you have new habits, you have a new identity. So that is how you are going to rebrand yourself and reinvent yourself in the year 2024. One more thing to bear in mind is to take smaller steps in order to succeed. For example, I have seen a very beautiful shorts that has stuck in my mind of when you are manifesting something, there are two ways to manifest it. For example, a person is very broke. I won't say broke. A person is depending on peace sleep every week or every month, or a periodical payment every week or every month, and he goes on manifesting like, I'll have a very luxurious car and a very luxurious bungalow in next couple of months. That's what he's manifesting, and he is completely broke. And on the other hand, he started manifesting, money comes to me very effortlessly and very abundantly. So if you see these two manifestation statements, this is very highly unachievable, and this is something that we can achieve by manifesting and by embodying ourselves, because it depends on our financial, of how we use finances, and this is more achievable. And of course, once we reach to this goal, we can like step by step take it ahead and reach to this goal. But we cannot embody ourselves directly into, oh, I'm into a luxury car, luxury house. No, that's not how you rebrand and reinvent. So you have to take very small and achievable steps in order to reach there, because if it will be completely unachievable, you will again fail, and that won't be possible. So small achievable steps, and you will embody yourself in that, oh, I don't eat processed food. Instead of saying I just don't eat food from outside, or I just eat very healthy, I don't eat processed food, or something very achievable that can be done by you will be your starting point, and then you can slowly and steadily start manifesting a lot more. And I'll say you a story of how I rebranded and reinvented myself, and that's a very personal story to me. So as if I have said you that your self identity decides what your habit will be. And when I was in my school time, myself and your self identity is also, you make your self identity based on different people opinions as well, of how people around you think of you. So I'll give you a very basic example. When I was in my school, people thought of me as a very mediocre person, a person who is very mediocre with sports or anything, studies, etc. So mediocre was something of what all of them thought about me, and that had a huge impact on me back then when I was in my school. And that somehow stopped me to grow and to think something big of myself and to change my identity in my head, because whenever I try to change it, people around me will surround me with with a thoughts of me being mediocre, and I won't be able to shift my identity. So whenever you, as a person who are having a very big change in your life, where you're changing your environment, you can be doing your masters, you can be from school, you are going to bachelors, from bachelors you are going to start your new job, new career, anything. You are going to change, shift your house, you're going to make new friends. So any of such change, when you are gonna completely change your surrounding and people you are surrounded with, take it as an opportunity to grow. So when I went from school to my bachelor's, I surrounded myself with new people, and now I didn't had the burden of what people are thinking of me, And now I was the one who was building my self identity. I had complete control of what I think I am. And that's when I decided that I don't want to be mediocre anymore. I really don't want to surround myself with people who think that I am mediocre, or I don't want to surround myself with people who have this opinion about me. And that was possible because I surrounded myself with completely new set of people, and they pursued me how I see myself. So it was really important for me first to change my identity in my own eyes. So I said myself, I am good at sports, I am good at studies, and I'll do every bits and pieces to prove this. And that actually happened. I had gold medal in my university. I was very good with sports, and that's how people pursued me then. But the building rock was how I saw myself. And then people who surrounded me gave had the same opinion about me. Oh, she's studious. Oh, she is good at sports. And that builded my self identity even stronger. And then I moved for my masters. I used the same technique again, but this time even stronger of, oh, I am very good at speaking, or oh, I'm very good at all of the activities. I am an all rounder. I am very good at finance. I know how to deal with people, blah, blah, blah. That's what identity I created myself when I was in masters, and that is how people took it. That's how people saw me, and that made this thing even more stronger. And of course, I'm not saying it is easy. It is not easy. You will need a lot of dedication, a lot of hard work, but this mindset shift is really important in order to change your identity completely. And when you do it, you will see the result, because I have seen, God has been really grateful to me. I've seen a very good result in this past 2 years. And I would like to end this video by saying that your self identity will decide what your habits will be, and your habits will decide what your self identity will be. So choose to be positive about yourself. Choose to surround yourself with the people who encourage you to be positive and who encourage you to be what you are. And take a stand for yourself. If you are having a major life changes of going to masters or bachelors, or surrounding yourself with new people by shifting a house, going to a new job, take it as a challenge. Grow yourself, make a new identity, work on it, and make sure you're very consistent for it. And I'm sure you will see the result. And if you do so, and if you have liked anything from the video, feel free to follow me. I share lots of tips and tricks about self growth and job prospects and so many little things. So feel free to follow me. And till that time, take care. Bye bye. See ya.